Hi everybody, it's John with you again, and it's time for a final reveal. Yep, final reveal of the Trumpeters T-54A 1951 edition, and I've done it in the North Vietnamese colours. Yeah, well, when I say colours, it's green, and I've used the North Vietnamese decals on it, or decals, transfers, stickers, whatever you want to call them. So I'm after giving it kind of a sludge wash, add some greenery to it to kind of give it a bit of it's after coming through the jungle, and they've camouflaged it for the jungle and all that kind of stuff. Overall, it's not a bad kit. It is not a bad kit. I did say in an earlier video that it's not great. I actually think I said it was crap, but it's not. It's not crap. Compared to some of the newer kits, and even to say some of the older Tamiya kits, it's lacking. It's lacking in areas, but overall, it's not bad. It's a good starter kit. Yeah, you've got to do a bit of work to get it to kind of fit and things. That's with the hull, joining the hull to the top piece, because you do have the gaps from where, if it's a remote control one, you take it apart to change the batteries and things like that, and it's got to have the gaps to allow air to circulate inside so it doesn't overheat and melt it. So when you want to do it as a static model, you got to kind of fill all those little areas. So it is what it is. It's not that bad at all. How I finished it, am I happy with it? I wouldn't say I'm 100% happy with it. But I'm happy with it. But not 100%. If you know what that means. So let's go down to the bench, let's have a look at it, and little talk about more, and we'll kind of leave it at that. Okay, so let's go down to the bench, we'll have a look, and see what I ended up with. And there we go. Here we have it. As you see, it's got the let's get a pointy stick. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. But anyway, the rubber tracks, I got a nice little sag on them. Told you I would. It's literally, you just sort of super glue along the tops of the wheels, hold it down into place. It does the job. You get that nice sort of sag in it. So who says you can't get a sag on rubber tracks? You can. They weren't bad. They fitted. They went in around the spikes on the drive sprocket. I'm happy enough with that. What else? The join here from the top to the bottom. If you look at the back of it, I mean, that's all covered over with between the barrels and the unditching log and stuff, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. After giving it a little bit of greenery, I used some moss and stuff like that. As you see, it's got the North Vietnamese decals on it. You get a choice of 2 machine guns and 2 different barrels as well, which is nice. So you've got a spare barrel and spare machine gun. It's always handy to have if you're ever doing a Russian vehicle and things like that, and you break it, or you're not happy with the joint, you have a spare one. The other barrel is different, slightly different. It doesn't have the fume extractor here at the front. It's a straight barrel. Overall, it's actually not bad. It is not bad. It's not bad at all. With the painting and that reddishness that's on it, that's the clay, and it gets freaking everywhere. I know from the Middle East, my experience in the Middle East is just Lebanon, but it's got that reddish clay. In the summer, it's just dusty. It's dusty, and the dust gets everywhere. And in the winter, it's when it's wet, it sort of sticks to everything. So if you're walking in it, your feet start weighing about 4 stone by the time you've finished and you've walked 100 yards, because it just clings and it's just sticky. It's clay. It's pure clay, and there's a lot of iron in the clay, so it's got that reddish colour. So what I did was I gave it a sludge wash and wiped off. You know how to do a sludge wash. I don't have to tell you how to do a sludge wash. It's you just paint it with a mixture of water and pigments. Just a little drop of washing up liquid, just a drop, just to kind of break the surface tension so they mix together a bit easier. And you paint it onto the thing. Now I left it on a little bit too long. I left I meant to sort of put it on at night and take it off the following morning, which even at that is kind of long for it to go on. But I left it till the following evening. So when I started removing it, it was quite difficult to remove because it had sort of embedded itself in certain areas. But with a good bit of scraping and with the brush, and you use a wet brush and sort of take a bit off, and it's a slow process, but it does the job anyway. It gets into all the nooks and crannies, and then you end up with nice little areas like that where the mud is kind of stuck to it and things. So I'm happy enough with it. It looks well, really does. I have this thing in my head, it was all with the joining of the top and the bottom. That kind of pissed me off a bit, and it kind of upset me then for, say, the rest of the build. So I had that in my mind. But the turret went perfect. All pieces fitted perfect on the turret. No problems with it whatsoever. The gun is set at that height. You can't change the gun because it's sort of one piece, with including the mantlet and all that. Once you glue them on, it's a solid piece, and you just attach it on. You've no movement vertically on it. It's just set at that. But it's grand. It does the job, and for a static little display model, it is quite nice. I added some more trees and things like that. If you were doing a dial with it, I just stuck it on this because it's easier than sticking it on my plain green board. I'm quite happy indeed. So I'm calling this one done. Excuse me, bit of windies. I need Mummy to come over and pat my back, but I'm calling it done. I'm happy with it. That's up into the display cabinet along with my my Russian stuff. Like I said, I'm calling it that. Done. Okay, so there we go. Next for me is to finish off the diorama in the box dial, which has got the QLR in it. The finishing stages of that. That is coming along quite well. The kit, it was a dream, and the dio in the box was absolutely fantastic. It really was. Some brilliant little pieces, and you can change it around to whatever way you want it. And there's tons of cobbles you can do. You don't have to do what the dio in the box says. You can change it around your own way. And I've added one or two little bits and pieces to it as well. So I'm calling it a day on that. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe. Don't forget to watch the bum on Monday. And most importantly, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it, and enjoy it. This is John signing off and saying have a nice weekend and enjoy your modelling. Ta-da.